No working.
Yeah. I'm working. Look.
Isn't it working?
No.
What about on the big one? We'll cut down the big one.
No. It's pretty big. Look. No working.
So how you doing? This is one of those days when you get frustrated. You know what I mean? Let me show you what's going on. All right, so we're out back of my house. This is my log splitter. This is my trailer for firewood. You can see there. This is the homestead. You can see we're in town now, and you can see how the houses are lined up. That's my current situation. You know, it's not ideal, but it's what I got. She's paid for, so this is, you know what I mean? It's the way we live. Now, my plan is to take this fence and kick it in another probably 15 feet, because this is all the space I have out back here. I got camper, splitter, trailer. Last year we were at the other place, so we didn't run into any issues, but the year before that, this is where my firewood was. Firewood stacked up there, firewood was stacked up there, all the way out probably 15 feet or whatever. And that's how we did our firewood. But now, I got the camper here. See, the splitter was at my dad's house, but it's here now. And I've always had the trailer. So, my plan is to move the fence in another 15 feet to create, you know, more room. Basically, I want enough room to park the two trailers in front of each other. But I'm running into issues. You know, I'd like to have a trailer parked in there, another one here right in front of each other, the fence kicked in, and then all I'd have left is the splitter. And I'd have plenty of room for firewood. You know, I could park a car here or whatever. Even on my older videos, you didn't recognize this fence. This fence was in the background of a lot of our cutting videos because this is where it all happened. But here's my dilemma today. I went and loaded up the trailer with firewood, fired up the splitter, and she broke. Let me show you. So, something broke in there. If you watch right here, as I rotate, you probably can't see it. It quit doing it. There was something in there jamming up against the coil, and yeah. So what happened is I started it up, and about 30 seconds into it, something broke, jammed up against the flywheel, shut the whole thing down on me, you know what I mean? And whenever I pulled on the rope, you could physically see this part bulging. So, I don't know what it was, but I'm thinking one of the fins might have come off. I don't know. They all look intact, but something broke in there and did that. Now, I don't have spark. I was checking it for spark, and now I don't have spark. And I'm really starting to get tired of working on this engine. You know, I've had it on there for several years. You know, she split all my wood for the past several years, and I'm starting to get tired of fixing it all the time. So, I don't know. Either I'm fixing it, or there's a possibility there's a Harbor Freight engine in my future. Just because I'm getting tired of it, you know? I'm sure you guys know the frustration. It happens, you know? Look at that spaghetti work of hydraulic line. That's what happens when you scavenge everything, you know? She just becomes some spaghetti work. Some of them lines are 3 times too long, so I had to wrap them up and around and everywhere. But that's my frustration today. You guys ever get like that? Just so frustrated you're tired of looking at it anymore? That's me today. I'm just tired of it. So I've been sitting here for probably 15-20 minutes just thinking about this. Because, you know, I should probably just go ahead and buy a Harbor Freight engine. It'd be quieter, you know, be newer. I don't know. It's hard for me to throw something away that I know I could fix. But I might be at that point now. I'm just starting to get tired of it, you know. We'll see what the future brings. You see, I want to get this area cleaned up, fence moved, and all set up for, you know, my firewood, and then set up a nice little area for testing, you know, all that stuff. It'd be nice to be able to just come out here and just, you know, do some testing. I'm thinking about putting up like one of those metal carports too, for keeping, you know, my firewood in. And in the off season or whatever, I could, you know, make some cutting videos in the shade, you know, but we'll see. I might start burning less wood. Right now it is like 90% of my heat, and I might take it down to about 50%. We do heat with natural gas as well. It's just the house is not very well insulated, and I do want to address that. And as the insulation improves on the house, the need for firewood would reduce. So instead of burning, you know, 8 quart a year, maybe I could get it down to 4 or 5, you know? Because right now, usually in October, I start the fire, and it usually doesn't go out until, I don't know, March. Sometime in March is when the fire goes out, and I kind of start, you know, only lighting it in the evenings or something like that. But I don't know. It's going to be a busy year. I got a lot of work to do, you know. The fence won't be hard to relocate. Once I sink the posts into the ground, she won't be hard to move. It just screws up to the posts. So I'm just gonna set new posts in, unscrew those sections, move them into the new post, and screw them back on. So the fence should move in relatively easily. I'll just trim the bottom to meet the curve of the ground, and you know, it should work out pretty decent. After I get that all done, then I'm gonna give the fence a paint job. Make it look pretty, or as pretty as I can. I'm thinking about buying some of that red barn paint. Tractor Supply sells it. That's, I don't know, it's a red barn paint or whatever. I'm thinking about just buying some of that to paint it, and then just going with that, you know. But yeah, that's my frustration for the day. So thought I'd share this with you. You know, it's one of those moments. Alrighty, hey, we'll catch you in the next one. Later.